Hey guys.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
In this video we'll be sharing with you the number one problem in the online business space. So tune in to find out.
Yeah. So what's the number one problem? Number one problem, I believe, for most people is that...
Or most beginners at least, yeah.
You know what?
Or even us.
Even not the old timers out
Even
here.
us.
Yeah. It's really like not taking the action that's necessary.
Yeah, so
And then-
people consuming products, purchasing products more like it, like thousands of dollars worth, going through and having a read and not actually taking action.
Getting a temporary high from, I bought it. And
Yeah, from the hype that normally people use when they sell it, when they sell the product.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask the big guys, big time gurus out there, if you ask them, what's actually the consumption rate of their product, how many people that buy this big, I don't know, 1997 or 497 or whatever price course, how many actually take action upon and follow it step by step from the beginning to the end. The number of people that actually do the whole thing, it's probably in the one-figure percentage.
Yeah,
I mean,
would
starting like reading the first chapter and going through a little bit in the beginning. Most I would say most people do that, but then they get stuck and that's it.
Even with my own products that I sell, it normally comes with some sort of rights to resell it. I reckon that people buy it, but only about 90% of people actually resell it. So there's a lot of products that they have lying in the hard drive and they're not making use of it. So
90%?
I reckon, yeah, as high as that.
Do or don't?
That
Don't.
actually,
Don't. Okay, got it.
Don't do anything.
I would say 90% that do. That would be great.
That don't do anything with the products.
Yeah.
So for those who want to resell, so it gives them more space to. It's not as saturated, I guess. So good on them for those who take action.
And like you said in the beginning, even you and I are not spared from that. I just look, if I look at all the photos that you saw in my office before, all my materials there. I mean, some of them I went through there twice or so, but other things I haven't even started reading yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just in terms of buying products and services. It's also
Implementing it.
Yeah, that. But when you go out and meet a friend or attend a mastermind group or conference, and then you learn all these new techniques. If you write it down as well, if you don't make use of those, those tips that you learned, there's no point really. So that's the problem. They get all hyped up at the beginning, and then in the end, they don't actually go ahead and practice what they were taught.
I guess the good saying is, knowledge without application is worthless.
It's not power, yeah.
Yeah. It's just the application that turns the knowledge into something useful, into something beneficial, for you. I mean, I could know that I shouldn't run over the red light here right now. If I do it anyway, I might get in an accident, right? That's the thing. It's and the problem is like, not only the consuming rate is low with a lot of people, but then, like you said, the implementation rate is low. That's also the problem. Huh? They might read it if they read it.
Oh.
And then
they're probably like, one day I'll go through it.
Yeah, one day I'll list it. But so what is it from our point of product manufacturers of providers? I suppose we need to really put a lot of emphasis on helping them consume the product.
That's right. So when they enter your site, you need to train them, teach them to consume the product, how to go about using your members area, how to go about using your service, your product, and so on.
And one way to do that is, I think, by giving them step-by-step instructions.
That's what we talked about.
Step one,
we keep stressing that out as well.
Step 2, do that.
It gives them a logical step in the end, so then they know what to do, rather than going, what do I do now? Where do I start? Where do I even begin?
And from the point of following up with your customers, I think it makes a lot of sense to follow up in your email sequence and have basically emails there that help them consume your product more, remind them about the benefits, why they bought it in the first place.
In the end, it gets them to take action. That's the big factor there.
if you can help them consume your product, not only will you help them to actually get the benefit that what they bought it for in the first place, but also you will lower your refund rates because of frustration of people that buy it first, and then they, the initial high of buying it wears out, and then they realize, oh no man, I actually can use the money that I've had to spend, and they're asking for the money back. So if you help them consume, not only do you help them to get the benefits, but you also reduce, the amount of money you have to give back to your customers, right?
And then plus your product will be consumable.
Yeah,
that's what you want.
So yeah, step-by-step list, and then also the follow-up sequence after you send out. With physical products, what I heard often being said is like you should have what they call a stick letter with it. Even like on the box, like having remember when you open this box, first get the getting started guide or whatever it is, right?
Quick start
guide in there. So just anything that can help them to actually use the product and increase take action upon it will in the end not only help you as the provider, but also will help your customers as the consumer.
Yeah, it's also good to note that an accountability partner also helps you take action as well, because you're keeping tabs, keeping track of where you're at with the certain project. So it gets you to obviously take action in the end, because you don't want to let the other person or your other partner you don't want to let them down.
So if you're the consumer type here, then for you that should be the thing. It's like, who could be my accountability partner? Who could I get who is having maybe similar goals like me, and I can be the accountability for, and they can be the one for me. Like kind of do it in both directions, right? Big tip on that one, by the way, you probably should not get somebody as an accountability partner who, like your life partner.
Who doesn't take action?
A, that, but B, also, it should not be like your husband or your wife, because you kind of have to nag a little bit as an accountability partner, and it's good to not be necessarily the lifetime partner of them, and nobody needs more nagging.
Keep it professional, and that's what you want.
But somebody who is also in the business, like for example, if Aurelius wants to do that, for me and I do for him, that would be okay, because we don't have to see each other every day, right?
No, I would be sick of each other if we see each other every day.
Yeah. So and on the other hand, from a product provider's point of view, if you can teach your customers about this, having an accountability partner, it will help them and you and your product sales and your refund rates, etc. By them, you teaching them how to do it and how to take care of these kind of things, and how to be accountable for what they're doing. And in the end, that's what we all need to combat, the inner, what do you call that?
Yeah, it's the driving force inside.
The opposite, the inner, want to feel complacent. People, why do they buy stuff and then don't do it? Because they already feel like, I bought it, great.
People get too comfortable, that's the thing. And if you can step that extra, get out of your comfort zone, make that extra leap, that stretch, that's where you'll see success.
The extra mile that you go, right?
Yeah, the grass is greener, isn't it, what they say?
Oh, that's that's the other thing. If you're the customer type, I highly recommend you, if you ever bought any training material, if you have something at home that you haven't consumed yet, as much as I would like you to buy the next one from us, for example, don't do it. Just stick to the one, and make sure that you consume it first, and only after you consumed it, you saw at least some benefit out of it, at the minimum some benefit out of it, right? That's when you can maybe look on for further education, for further learning. But make sure that you don't just buy one after the other, and then just becomes all beautiful, either nice bookshelves, or nice on your bookshelf, or you're gathering digital dust on your hard drive there. Make sure that you consume something first. Only after you consumed, you can reward yourself with buying something new.
And then taking action on that.
Okay.
That's it.
Sounds good.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
It should be somewhat like a...
down the bottom somewhere, if it's on YouTube. Otherwise on the ethicalinternetmarketer.com.
I think it's on this side. I remember the video gets inverted or something, so it should be on this side.
Mirror vision.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay then, have a great one.
See you guys.
Talk to you soon.